Hi, I'm Tony and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today is the start of our art supplies on a budget series. This was inspired by my Twitch, link is in my bio, and today's episode is about fine liners, black fine liners more specifically. So I've got three options here, and we're going to try out and see kind of which one is best, or whether you really need expensive art supplies in order to make good art. So yeah, we'll start off with these ones. These ones are just barrel handwriting pens. These ones I got on Amazon for about £3.20 for all four. So they're by far probably the cheapest option per pen. So yeah, these ones obviously remind me of primary school. You know, when you finally got your pen license, please don't say that was just me. When you finally got your pen license, I just moved those out of the way. So yeah, this one is a barrel. It's got quite a nice nib, as you can see. It looks quite fine. Obviously, I always loved these when I was writing, so, you know, hopefully it's the same when we draw. So, thickness is quite nice, you know, it's not too thick at all. It's quite a nice one. It's not bleeding instantly either, which is obviously always advisable. You haven't also got that thickness when you hold your pen in a certain way. You know, we'll just draw yeah, we'll draw a little dog or a little frog or something. See what we think. This isn't going to be a frog, because apparently I can't draw today. There we go. There we go. See, drawing that, it felt quite tough to kind of get around the grains of paper. And I don't know whether that's just a me problem, or I don't know, it just seems quite difficult and quite tight when you're drawing. I mean, obviously they do a job. They're quite a thick pen. You could draw with them quite easily. But I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say these were my all-time favorite pens. But yeah, anyway, so that's our barrel. Oh, that's quite tight to get on as well. That's our barrel pen. Again, quite a nice pen. If you're handwriting, personally, I disagree with the drawing part. Next, we have our Sharpies. Let me just move my camera back. We have our Sharpies. These are the fine tip Sharpies, or ultra fine tip, sorry. These were £2 on Amazon for both of them, so that's obviously £1 a pen. Not quite as sharp, not quite as expensive. Sorry, not quite as cheap. I'll get there in a minute. Not quite as cheap as our barrel. Personally, I have always used Sharpies when I draw, so I mean, I'll try not to be biased. The nib on this instantly for me just looks that little bit sharper and a little bit more professional. But again, let's kind of see how it compares. So we'll do the same thing here. So instantly just writing that, it just feels a lot smoother compared to the barrel pen. You've also got that more, like, that more black. I don't know if that's a thing, but it just looks a lot darker in comparison to the barrel pen. However, if you do look carefully, there is a slight bit of bleed. So, you know, that is depending on what you want. We'll just draw another frog so that we've got our... I say frog. It's a pretty bad drawing of a frog, but hey-ho. There we go. That just feels so much smoother. It's a lot darker, but again, you've got a slight bit of bleed on this. So that could be the paper, not necessarily the pen. So yeah, before we kind of come to conclusions. But yeah, it feels nice to write with. And again, it's quite a nice pen. Again, I know it's not perfect. It's £1 a pen, you know, whereas these ones were under £1 each. But I also think spending that extra bit of money, you really do get that extra bit of finesse. And then we come to our third and final pen. This one is our Diablo. This is one I've been wanting to try for a while, so it's quite nice that I've been able to do this. This was £2.27 for one pen, so it's double the amount of the Sharpie, but I've heard good things about it. So it's the Diablo Sensor pen. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. Yeah, Diablo Sensor pen, fine line. It's it just looks like a very professional pen. But £2.27, let's see if it's really worth it. Just looking at that nib, if we take a second, we'll just pull that down a bit. That nib is quite similar to the fine line Sharpie. Very, very similar, in fact. But, oh, wow. No, that apparently I forgot how to write. I was just too mesmerized. This feels really nice to write with. It feels really, every little detail that you do wrong, you can see it. It's such a precise pen. Again, it's not as dark as the other two, but it is a fine liner. It is a very fine line. That nib is quite misleading. I don't know. It's a nice pen to write with, to draw with and write with, for that matter. You haven't got that bleeding. It writes smooth. It's a really nice pen. It's a really, really nice pen. I think I might be a convert, guys. But again, it is £2.17 for a pen. So yeah, that's the only downside to this, for sure. But yeah, from this very quick video, hopefully you've kind of seen what they do. Obviously, personally, maybe the Beryl handwriting pen isn't for drawing, that's why it's probably a handwriting pen. But yeah, for me, if you're really struggling and you want to doodle and this is the only thing you get, it's not the worst option out there. There are definitely worse pens out there. So yeah, if that's what you want, go for it. But personally, I find it quite a scratchy pen to write with. Sharpie, obviously I'm a Sharpie gal through and through, but obviously there is that little bit of bleed and it is quite a dark pen. So depending on what you're drawing, it can make or break it. If you just want something a bit more fine, and you don't want it to be like that obvious, or you want it to be there but not in your face, then your Diablo is probably your best option, because as much as the Sharpie is good, I would arguably say the quality of the Diablo is just that much better. It feels nice, it's very ergonomic, so when you're holding it, it just feels right in your hand. And yeah, I think that overall this is probably it's probably my favorite pen for sure, no questions asked. But I would also say that for the artwork I personally do, I'll probably be sticking with my Sharpie for the foreseeable future. So yeah, in the meantime, guys, make sure you stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and all that jazz. I will be back next week and we will be looking at other aspects of art. So I've been Tony, thank you very much, and my link's in my bio. Thanks, guys, bye!